you look at our infrastructure, and it is clear almost immediately that we have long freeloaded off the British genius of the past because we won't build a future. We haven't built a reservoir for over 30 years. And even the projects we do approve are fought tooth and nail and tooth until you end up with the absurd spectacle of a £100 million bat tunnel holding up the country's single biggest infrastructure project, driving up taxes and the cost of living beyond belief. And I tell you now, this government will not accept this nonsense anymore. £25 billion invested in the NHS. Asylum returns up 53%. Or you can strip it out, rip out the plaster, and deal with the problem once and for all. Today we publish new milestones, measurable milestones, that will also give the British people the power to hold our feet to the fire. Because that accountability, that is part of how we shift the focus in Westminster towards long-term change. Return was a government to meet them halfway, with a credible plan for unlocking their potential. One, higher living standards in every region of the country as we target the highest sustained growth in the G7. So working people have more money in their pocket. The burden of the cost of living crisis no longer intruding on the joy of their family life. Two, Britain rebuilt with 1.5 million new homes. So the security I enjoyed when I was growing up, the base camp aspiration of home ownership, doesn't move further and further away from working class families like mine. Three, safer streets, more police on the beat, stamping out antisocial behaviour in every community. Because nobody should feel insecure in the streets that they call home. Four, the best start in life for every child, with a record proportion of 5-year-olds starting school ready to learn. Because it's a scandal, an affront to the British value of equal respect if we do not give every child, whatever their background, a fair chance to succeed. 5, clean power by 2030, homegrown British energy, making our country more secure. So never again can a tyrant like Putin attack the living standards of working people. And 6, waiting lists in our NHS cut. The 18-week target from referral to treatment finally met. A symbol of the NHS back on its feet, facing the future, dignity and care restored to millions in an ever more volatile world. But also to show to the British people that their country can still do great things. Should be able to take for granted the basic functions of the state. Take the NHS mentioned earlier. Our plan for change is a break, both with the unrealistic bluster of Boris Johnson, but also with the acceptance of decline that was Rishi Sunak's 5 pledges. Our plan for change is the most ambitious and credible programme for government in a generation, and we embrace the risk that comes with it. I could be the next James Bond.